Hey traders, Raghee here, and I'm going to tackle a topic that I don't typically discuss here in these videos, and it's not typically a strategy that I do a lot of, and that is trading the last hour of the day. Because you see, the first 2 hours of the day are where I place most of my focus. So basically 9:30 to 11:30 and focusing on this action, opening range action, initial balance, the volatility at the bell, that can give us some of the best, cleanest setups each and every day. And there are times when, very rare, but there are times when certain boxes can be checked, and the last hour from 3 to 4 p.m. can be traded. And today was such a day. I was doing the close in the futures room today, and these were the setups that we focused on. And primarily, I'm going to talk about the first setup that we took, and that was the S&P. And so right here, you've got this transition right at 3 o'clock, and we're looking for the last hour of the day. And of course, just as I have been talking about in these videos about directional bias and being bullish, I don't abandon that for the last hour of the day. I'm still going to trade with that directional bias, with that long only outlook. But there's a few more boxes I need to check before I'll do that. And the first box is, do we have double green directional bias? And yes, I could check that box right there. Absolutely. Okay, that's needed. That's the prerequisite. The other thing is, have we crossed over key VWAP levels? And also, yes, in fact, we were doing that right at 3 o'clock. We were crossing through those levels. It's important to me that we're trading above the volume weighted average prices. I anchor them. So I use a time anchored volume weighted average price. And that was crossing, right in here. So check. All right. The next thing is, what are the zones? Well, once the market starts going in a double green, I know that I'm going to have a nice upslope of my 34 EMA wave. So that, along with the volume weighted average price cluster that I've created by anchoring it to 3 different times, becomes really the validity for the trade. Because frankly, the most difficult thing about trading the close for me is placing a stop loss. Placing a stop loss. How much capital am I willing to risk? And I'll usually keep it at a very tight percentage of my account value, much tighter than I would trading the open. Okay, so once we've got those limits set, this is exactly what we did. And I'm not saying that every close is going to have this kind of move, not at all. But what we're looking to do is find the right environment by having certain environments that are telling us that the market's broken through resistance, that it is supported, and the path of least resistance is most likely to the upside. So my recommendation here is, what are the boxes that you have to check before you do any kind of trading? What is the checklist? What is the criteria? And so these are my criteria for trading the last hour of the day. Hope that helps. I'll see you in the next update.